Hello friends, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to just mention chapter 2 of our chickens and make an introduction to what is an exciting time for us. Chapter 1, if you don't know, was Francie and I raising 33 chickens from little baby chicks right out of the egg a day after they've hatched to 42 days and not quite full grown but large chickens. Really important because of the way we raised them. We fed them whole grains and natural ingredients, no vaccinations or medications, antibiotics, steroids, whatever. There was nothing unnatural about the way they started life except for a few inputs like lighting and that sort of thing, but we really raised them in a pure sort of way. We let them roam on grass. They went out on fresh grass each day and picked it up and got in the sunlight and felt the rain and breeze, and even while being sheltered. So they just had a more normal chicken life than what the chickens are like that you buy in the grocery store. So that was chapter 1. We even processed the chickens, and you might have seen a video where we actually processed or harvested the chickens, and now we've been enjoying them for a little while. But chapter 2 is about 2 chickens that we saved that we wanted to raise and see how they did into adulthood. See whether we could watch them grow healthy and flourish. So that's chapter 2, and this video is all about that. So here we have the 2 chickens, and I'm about to give them some food. And what's important is, just like when we were focused on the chicks, the regular style of raising a chicken leaves it very unhealthy. It can't support its body weight. It's growing so quickly, its bones are too weak, and it's just kind of a real sick, not healthy animal. And you just saw now in the video, if you want to take a look, the big rooster jumped up on top of this feed barrel. Well, it doesn't maybe seem like that's important. It's going to jump down here in a second. But it just shows you that these chickens are very healthy. They're agile. They're able to move around and to run and jump and flap their wings and stand even. I mean, that's kind of funny to think that standing would be an accomplishment, but these chickens are very healthy. And compared to what these chickens' lives are normally used to, it's very abnormal. So you see them here eating. They're just eating basically the exact same things that they ate when they were chicks: corn, oats, soybeans. Giving them limestone, feed grade limestone, and then trace minerals called Fertrell Nutribalancer. And so that keeps them healthy. In order to make them healthy, they've got to be fed a restricted diet. So rather than feeding them as much as they would like to eat, that would make them very large and unhealthy, we feed them a restricted diet, and that means that we only feed them once every 2 days, and it's a pretty healthy ration still, but it's given them the opportunity to not be so extra large. I think it's just really neat to see these chickens move. Look at them pecking. They're very quick and full of life, and that's kind of what we wanted to see. And it's really neat to see them as they grow. They've gotten darker. Their characteristics as far as the top of their heads, that vibrant red, and their big feathers have really come out. They just look pretty and impressive. So here they are running to the feed trough and getting even more, and you'll see more of that in just a second. Alright, well, I think that what you just saw is really cool. So I wanted to just say something about what you're about to see and what you just saw. So the chickens run up the steps. That's kind of a neat thing. The one rooster, like I mentioned, actually jumps up onto the feed barrel and jumps back down, and he's very impressive. And actually I made that video in order for you to see him jump down the steps, because sometimes he just flies down to the ground from up on top of the steps. I do that pretty often, so I've seen it before. Thought maybe you could see it, but didn't catch it there. But the next thing I'm going to show you is it's all about our experiment and just watching these things grow and actually enjoying seeing them just living, and actually the rooster's finally crowing. So what you're about to see is my take on calisthenics and what a chicken should do in order for me to feel like we're keeping them in the best shape possible. I was a runner in high school. I enjoyed running, and I can tell you that it's real easy to tell the difference between a runner's physical condition and say a football player, or more of a brute, kind of a strongman build. Obviously, the stronger you are, the heavier set you are, and maybe bolder as far as presence. Well, we wanted the chickens to sort of get a little bit of a lean look so that they could feel more like a bird, agile, and able to flap their wings and strut a little, rather than being more lethargic. So I want to give them a little bit of physical endurance, and that's what you're about to see. It's just an experiment. They don't get abused by my exercise, and I can promise that. I just run them a couple times across the backyard. So here it is. Okay, so there's no sound in this particular video, but because of the way I had to put it onto the computer, but here they go. They get pretty lively, and I have to squeeze them out of the way so I can pull up that without clunking their heads. There they go, running all the way across my parents' backyard, maybe about 100 feet, but maybe more like 75, 80 for the distance that I just ran. Here they come charging back. This is just a way of showing you what Chapter 2 for us is all about, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.